Okay, so you look at the fine. If you look at over here, there are sheets, and each indicates one particular item. Like this is for reducers, and over here you'll see concentric and eccentric reducers. So basically, there are two types of reducers: concentric and eccentric. And if at all you're very new to piping, if you want to know how do they look like, I would suggest that you go to images. Okay. Concentric reducers. It looks like this. All right. And eccentric reducers. Eccentric reducers are like this. What is the difference? The difference is that if you see over here, yeah, this is beautiful. See here, the center of this and center of this pipe, it's in line. Over here, both are going to stay on the ground, and they are going to be eccentric. Right. And they're going to have thickness. And why are they used? Basically to connect two pipes of differing sizes. For example, 4-inch and 2-inch, if you want to connect them, so you use a concentric reducer. And then 4-inch and 2-inch pipe are the center of the reducer, and the 4-inch pipe and 2-inch pipe. They all are going to be in the same line. Okay. And then over here, in the case of eccentric reducer, 2-inch pipe, for example, on this side, 4-inch pipe on this side, they all are going to be on the same line. They'll be resting on the same line, basically. All right. So you come to the chart. Yes, you see the dia, 1-inch by 2-inch, whatever, and then you see the thickness schedule. For example, double axis 2/2, 1.03 kg. Now it can also be used in basically pricing. That if you want an approximate price, for example, you have the list of 10 items and you don't have the price for 3 to 4 items, you can just look at the weight and multiply by X, whatever you want to estimate. For example, $10 for this reducer, it's going to be okay. You will not lose the money. Alright, then the next, go to the caps. This is in inches. And yeah, this is the dia. This is the OD, again, as I explained. And difference in OD and the nominal pipe size. And here is the thickness. Schedule 140, 160, 120, 80, 40, yeah. And there is the weight. For those of you who don't know, the caps are very similar to the caps what you put on your heads. Here it is. Put it on your head and it looks a perfect cap. Okay. And it can be used at the end connection to the pipe, basically, where you want to stop the flow of the fluid anymore. Next. And this is the elbow. The elbow is basically 45 degree, 90 degree, and 180 degree. So if you want to know the weight of the elbows, then you need to first look into what type of elbow is it. It's like 45 degree or 90 degree or 180 degree, and then you go to the dia. Go to the dia and then you look at the schedule. And we're going to do, for example, 4-inch 40 elbow. You want to know the weight of it. Go to 4-inch, schedule 40. This is the one, 1.95 kg. Similarly, you have, but it was 45 degree. Alright, then you have 8-inch double axis 90 degree elbow. So you go to 8-inch and go to double axis 90 degree. The weight is 55 kg. Similarly for 180 degree. I'm going to show you a pattern over here. Take for example 2-inch 40 double axis. The weight is 0.78, 45 degree. Now similarly come to 90 degree. .65, .78, and here it is 1.65. And I'm just gonna highlight it to make it easy for you. Alright, and then come next. .32. So just try to get the relationship. That is 0.78 into 2, 1.56, 1.65, 1.65 into 2, 3.3, 3.3. These are almost double. The weights are almost double. And why are they double? I'll show you over here. Elbow. And this is 45 degree. And this is 90 degree. Yeah. So they're almost double in size. Exactly. And this is 180 degree. So basically you can make 4 elbows of 45 degree, or you cut it over here in between. It's going to be 2 elbows of 90 degree. And if at all you want to know whether the elbows have been manufactured out of good quality or not, the dimensions are accurate or not, the best thing you do is that you keep 4 elbows of 90 degree adjacent to each other in this fashion, but you keep 4, and they should make a perfect circle. And if there's anything, if it's not matching, if the 2 dias are not matching, or they're not able to make the circle, then probably the manufacturer has not taken care of, it's not a good manufacturer basically. Alright, okay, so next you go to next. Alright, next you go to T's. There's a chart for T's, equal T's and reducing C. There are 2 types of T's, and similarly over here is the dia in inches, and here you see the schedule same way. So you can just come and match it. It's going to give you thickness. Now what is equal T and unequal T? Equal T has equal outlets, or equal dia all the everywhere the dia is equal, and reducing T is basically it reduces the size of the flow. I'm just going to show you to make it very simple. It's difficult to define, but the images will speak by itself. Equal to, this is equal to, this is equal to this is equal to this. So all three are same. The dia of all three outlets are same. Alright, and I'm going to show you inequality. This is inequality where the two of this are equal and this is smaller. This cannot be larger than this. Okay, and let me just tell you. Alright, and the most important is you need to know what is common and what is uncommon. When it comes to thickness, shuttle 40 and 80, remember, standard and excess. Up to 24-inch and carbon stability, it's randomly available, rampantly available everywhere. Right? But if the reduction is very high, like this dia is, for example, 20 inches, and this is 4 inches. Now that's going to make it very, very special, and that's where we have a good chance of getting the order for this kind of teas, because everybody is going to decline it. Say, no, we have the sources and we can supply. Okay, and also the tea, if they have very high thicknesses, and at the same time if they are bigger, for example 20-inch thickness is double XS, well, that's a good tea for us. If it is 2-inch and schedule is 40, for example here, and this is 2x2, whether it is 40 or XS or whatever, it's and if it is a local inquiry and an inquiry is from a trader, then we better don't bother. Similarly, you need to go to each one of them. And this is T basically. I think that's done. Equal, unequal, and go to the dia, check what is the schedule, and then go and see what is the weight. Similarly, welding neck flanges. Yeah. Over here you'll have the weight doesn't differ with the schedule, hence it's not a it's not a criteria over here. It's not mentioned at all, but they do have a schedule.